In the world of bodybuilding, champions are often defined by their physiques, their stage presence, and their unwavering dedication. But some champions carry burdens, struggles that go far beyond the gym, challenges that would break most people.
Today, we're sharing the incredible story of a man who turned every struggle into strength.
We're talking about Hadi Choopan, the Persian Wolf. His physique alone is legendary, but his journey to the Mr. Olympia stage, especially his first win, is a story of grit that truly transcends the sport.
It absolutely does, Chloe. This is the story of a fighter, a man who carried the weight of his family, his country, and his dreams on his shoulders.
Welcome to Strength Unleashed, the podcast where we explore the depths of human resilience and physical transformation. I'm Adrian.
And I'm Chloe. And today, we're diving deep into Hadi Choopan's first Mr. Olympia win. A victory made all the more profound by the fact that Hadi lives with hearing disabilities, a challenge that shaped his entire path to the top.
That's right, it didn't come easy. In fact, you could say no bodybuilder in modern history had a harder road. Separated from the bodybuilding capital of the world, living thousands of miles away in Iran, Hadi Choopan's journey was filled with obstacles that would have broken most men.
So let's go back to the beginning. Where did this incredible journey even start for Hadi?
Hadi Choopan was born in September 18, 1987 in Sepidin County, Fars Province, deep in southern Iran. From day one, life tested him. He grew up in poverty, in a family that struggled just to get by.
Poverty and immense struggle right from childhood. That's a foundation that either crushes you or builds incredible resilience.
For Hadi, it was the latter. To survive, young Hadi worked wherever he could, peddling goods on the streets, hauling bricks, grinding through long hours of construction labor. Every day was a fight for survival. But even then, there was something inside him, a fire that couldn't be put out.
And then, on top of all of that, he faced another immense challenge from birth.
Yes. On top of the poverty, he was born with hearing difficulties, a genetic condition that made his early years even tougher. He himself has spoken about it, saying, "Many people have this problem with ear pain, and I've had this problem since childhood. The nerves in my ear were also weak, and my hearing was poor."
So, not just the physical demands of labor, but navigating a world where communication is already a challenge, made even harder by his disability and language barrier. It's almost unimaginable.
And instead of letting that hold him back, he pushed through it. This early adversity, the constant fight for survival, the struggle with his hearing, it forged something incredible within him. It built a mental toughness that most people would never comprehend.
At what point did bodybuilding enter his life, and how did his family react to this unusual path?
At just 13 years old, he stepped into the gym. By 17, he was already competing. Initially, his parents doubted him, as any parents might when their child chooses such a demanding and uncertain path. But the moment he started winning, they saw the truth. This wasn't just pain, this was his purpose.
That early success must have been incredibly validating, not just for him, but for his family, to see his dedication bear fruit.
His rise through the amateur ranks was incredibly fast. In 2016 in Russia, Hadi Choopan earned his pro card, winning the overall title. That victory qualified him for the Mr. Olympia Amateur and opened the door to compete with the best in the world.
So, 2017 was really his breakout year on the global stage.
Absolutely. In 2017, Hadi took the gold medal on the Mr. Olympia Amateur stage, sending a clear message a new contender had arrived. But he didn't stop there. He went on to take silver at the ifbb Sherwood Classic, silver again at the Asia Grand Prix, and closed the year with another silver at the Sandow Pro. 4 podium finishes in a single season.
He wasn't a hidden gem anymore. He was officially on the radar of every serious bodybuilding fan. What was driving him through all this?
He describes it himself, saying, "When I was training in Iran, I used to think about Olympia. This was it. I had a passion inside me that one day I would become a champion like Mr. Olympia." He talks about working hard day and night, even training 3 times a day sometimes, just to achieve that shredded and beautiful body.
So 2017 and 2018 really built his legacy. But his biggest battle wasn't against other bodybuilders for a long time.
No, it was against paperwork. For years, Hadi's biggest obstacle wasn't in the gym. It was securing a visa to the United States. Time after time, his applications were denied. While legends fought for the Sandow trophy in Las Vegas, Hadi was stuck at home, knowing he had the physique to be up there, but not the chance to prove it.
That must have been soul-crushing. To be so close, so deserving, and yet denied by bureaucracy. How did he keep going?
Still, he never gave up. He competed wherever he could, across Asia, across Europe, collecting victories, earning respect, and gaining the nickname the Persian Wolf. His physique was undeniable. The muscle thickness, the razor-sharp conditioning, the granite density, it was unlike anything the sport had seen.
This dedication, this relentless pursuit, despite massive setbacks, it's what truly separates champions. We'll take a quick break here, and when we come back, we'll talk about the year everything changed for Hadi Choopan and his monumental Mr. Olympia debut.
Don't go anywhere. Before the break, tell us in the comments, what's the biggest obstacle you've overcome in your fitness journey? We talked about Hadi Choopan's relentless fight against visa denials, a battle that kept him off the Mr. Olympia stage for years, despite his undeniable talent.
So, what happened in 2019? Did the tide turn for the Persian Wolf?
Finally, in 2019, everything changed. When Hadi landed in Canada, he wasted no time in making history. His debut came at the Vancouver Pro, where he shocked the bodybuilding world by taking gold, defeating established names.
This victory set the stage for something even bigger. After 4 long years of setbacks, his team fought tooth and nail, pushing through every obstacle and finally securing his U.S. visa.
That must have been an emotional moment for him and his team. After all that struggle to finally get to the biggest stage.
It was a massive team effort. As one of his team members described it, they've been working day and night. He did get his visa. He was on a plane heading from Iran to the United States as quickly as possible to prepare for the 2019 Mr. Olympia competition.
Many people said it couldn't be done, citing how few athletes from certain regions have been able to obtain visas to the U.S.
And then there was the added layer of his hearing disability. How did that impact his journey and communication during such high-stakes periods?
His hearing disability was a constant challenge, along with the language barrier. He doesn't speak English and relies heavily on lip reading and Farsi. Imagine trying to navigate a new country, high-stress preparations, and communicate with judges and media, all while dealing with a significant hearing impairment in a foreign language. It's an immense testament to his focus and determination.
Absolutely incredible. So he finally steps onto the Olympia stage. Did he compete in the 212 division where he had made his name?
Here's another twist. Hadi Choopan wasn't just a 212 athlete. His frame, his maturity, his proportions, they belonged in the open class. And so, he stepped onto the stage with the giants. He said the reason he chose the open class was because he wanted to compete with the biggest and baddest out there, and to be in their midst was an honor.
His first time on the Olympia stage, competing in the open against legends like Brandon Curry, William Bonac, and the best in the world. What an introduction.
Hadi brought a package that stunned the judges. When the dust settled, he placed third. He walked away with the Olympia bronze medal and perhaps even more significantly, the People's Champion Award.
The fans had spoken, crowning him their warrior. That must have been an immense vindication after all those years of struggle.
It was everything. He said that first and foremost that means the most to him is actually being the people's champion, because that lives forever in everyone's hearts. And his message to the world is, I don't want anybody to think that this is the best of me today, because the best is yet to come.
What a declaration. From construction sites in Iran, from years of rejection and disappointment, Hadi Choopan had finally arrived. But he didn't stop there. He knew he had a real chance to win the whole show.
And the visa struggles continued. Even COVID-19 made it even harder. Many thought he wouldn't be back. Think about his situation. He doesn't speak English, relies heavily on lip reading and Farsi, and then masks become mandatory due to the pandemic. It's a massive communication barrier in an already challenging environment.
It adds another layer of mental and emotional strain to an already brutal prep. yet he still returned.
In 2020, Hadi Choopan returned to the U.S. to compete. The lineup was stacked. 2 former Mr. Olympia champions, Brandon Curry and the returning Phil Heath, plus Big Ramy. Against that wall of muscle, Hadi fought hard, but this time he placed 4th.
1 spot lower, but still a phenomenal achievement considering everything he faced. Ramy won his first Mr. Olympia that year.
In 2021, Hadi came back even better, sharper, more complete, and carried more confidence. He wanted to win and prove that you don't have to be the biggest to win the Sandow, you just have to be that good. He knew he was the most shredded man in the lineup and believed he could take it all.
Another tight battle against Ramy and Curry. What was the outcome that year?
Hadi placed 3rd again. Ramy held onto his title, Brandon Curry took 2nd, and Hadi stayed hungry. His spirit was unbroken. This relentless drive, despite consecutive near misses, is where true character is built. When we come back for our final segment, we'll talk about the year Hadi had been waiting for, 2022, and the moment history was finally made.
The ultimate culmination of a lifetime of struggle and sacrifice. Don't go anywhere.
The triumphant final chapter of The Roar of the Silent Wolf. We followed Hadi Choopan's incredible journey from poverty and a hearing disability to multiple top 3 finishes at Mr. Olympia.
So, 2022. This was the year, wasn't it? The culmination of everything.
Finally, 2022 arrived, the year Hadi had been waiting for, a year a new Mr. Olympia would be crowned. The lineup was brutal, filled with fresh mass monsters like Nick Walker and Derek Lunsford. But Hadi Choopan looked untouchable.
His separation, his symmetry, his detail, no one could match it. It was his time.
When the dust settled, it came down to 2 men, Hadi Choopan and Derek Lunsford. The Persian Wolf stood center stage, facing his final challenge in Olympia tradition. The tension was palpable.
And then the announcement, the moment that changed everything.
When the announcer called his name, history was made. Hadi Choopan became the 2022 Mr. Olympia champion. For the first time, the Sandow traveled to Iran.
From poverty to construction sites, from visa denials to Olympia glory, overcoming a profound hearing disability, Hadi Choopan's journey is truly one of the greatest stories in bodybuilding history. The Persian Wolf had finally claimed his crown.
It's a testament to unwavering belief, fierce dedication, and the power of turning every perceived weakness into an undeniable strength. His hearing disability, which could have been an insurmountable barrier, became another facet of his extraordinary resilience. He listened to the beats of his own heart, the rhythm of his own passion, despite the silence around him.
His story teaches us that true champions aren't just defined by their victories, but by the battles they fight and the spirit with which they overcome adversity. Hadi Choopan's triumph resonates far beyond the bodybuilding stage.
He exemplifies what Strength Unleashed is all about. It's about finding that inner fire, pushing past what others say is impossible, and proving that your greatest struggles can become your greatest strengths.
For everyone listening, let Hadi's story be a reminder that your own obstacles, whatever they may be, can be transformed into the fuel for your biggest triumphs.
If you found inspiration in Hadi Choopan's incredible journey, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Strength Unleashed for more stories of transformation, and leave a comment below telling us what aspect of Hadi's journey resonated most with you.
We hope this story empowers you to unleash your own inner wolf. Thank you for joining us.